Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hannah here. So please like, comment, subscribe, and please, I don't know what the bell is on, but please put that on so you guys know when I post. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and grab a snack because it might be a little bit longer. So yeah, I did this look in my last video, so you can go check that one out first. I really like how it came out. I used some new products, but I kind of had to change some of the stuff I did, like my face. So you'll see what I used before, and I'll tell you in this video what I use now and the reason why I had to change it. So yeah, but in my last video I'll put down everything I used on my face, even the thing that I used on my face and I don't have it on now. I'll still put it on there. But today we're going to be talking about the makeup I have in 2021 that I've gotten so far, but that's not including like eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes is a whole different video. So this is basically like face products, lip products, all that good stuff. So please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. So I have here my notebook next to me with all the products that I think I remember getting so far, and I've put next to it used. And funny thing is, I've used most of these, which I'm very surprised because I'm like, I'd probably use these like once, twice, thrice. I don't know. Some of them are a staple. But yeah, so first I'm going to talk about the Elf Camo CC Cream in the shade Deep 540N. A lot of people don't like this. I've seen it's like an in-between mix, yes and no. Me, I'm in the middle. I have a video of me using this. It's not an exact match because I think 510C is my match because it looks a little bit more, should I say golden? This is a little bit darker. I made it work for the video. I've used it twice since then. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. If I'm ranking this out of 10, it's like a 6-7 for me, honestly. I said I was gonna get the 510C, but now I don't want to. I'm just gonna finish this out, and once it's finished, I'm not gonna repurchase it because it's not my favorite. Like, I feel like I don't want like an in-between. Like, I just want like, 7 and up maybe for me. But like, it's nice. It was nice to try because I saw a lot of people trying it. I saw a lot of good reviews. Some people don't like it, some people like it, and I was like, let me just try it because you should really try stuff. But I'm not returning this. I'm gonna try and finish it out even though it's like fall, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Then next we have the Elf Puff Puff Primer, which came in like the whole little kit I have, which you guys will see in one of my videos from like, I don't know, from like a month ago maybe. But this is a 10 out of 10. I love it. This is just a sample. I've used it a bunch since I've gotten it, and it's not in my shop, my stash right now, but I love it. So I don't have much to say about this because it's just really that good. So 10 out of 10 for that. Next we have the Elf Happy Hydration Cream, which I love to use, and I use almost every day. I use it mostly like when I do my skincare and I'm using a moisturizer. This is what I use. Or like before makeup to like prep and I need my face hydrated, this is what I use. I've dipped into it a lot. Like with the light, you probably can't see anything, but if you can get to see, I've been dipping into it. Even though this little jar, there's a lot of product in it, and a little goes a long way. So once this is finished, I'm going to get a bigger tub. So there's that. As I'm going through these things, I'm taking it off, but I've used that. Next we have the more Elf stuff. Right now I'm going with the Elf theme. Sometimes I might jump over all the place, but this is the Elf All the Feels facial oil, which is in the little packet too. I like this as well. I don't use much oil products on my face. I have dry skin, so you need hydration, but I don't really use a lot of oil on my face. So this, I mostly use skincare. Sometimes I'll mix it a little bit in with the Happy Hydration Cream. Sometimes I'll use one, sometimes use the other, sometimes I'll use them together. But this is a very good product, and I give this a the Happy Hydration is a 10 out of 10. Forgot to say that. I'm trying to remember to rank these as I go. So this is a I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. The only reason why it's a 9 out of 10 because sometimes I feel, I don't know, maybe I look a little too glowy. I think the oil's supposed to make me glow. I don't know, but it's a 9 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. I like it. It's very good, smells nice, very hydrating. So yeah, I need all the hydration I need. Like, summer is almost done, we're gonna get into winter, all that good schmaz. Okay, so these two next. Talk about these two next. Okay, so next we have right here. This I have not used yet. This is the Elf Retro Paradise what is it called, primer glow oil. This is a primer oil. I got this from TJ Maxx. I have yet to use this yet, but if this oil, if the other oil is good and their primers are good, I'm assuming this is good as well. I've used it on my on the back of my hand. It's very glowy, and I assume it's gonna give me a very glowy base. So when I use this, I'll tell you guys, I'll update you on if I like it or not. So yeah, that's one I haven't used yet. So next we have is the Elf Mini Trio primers that came like in a little box like this. So you have the luminous, the matte, and the poreless. People like the poreless and the luminous. There's one for everybody. Luminous, dry, matte, oily, and poreless, universal, I'm thinking. Some people said the poreless one broke them out. I haven't used any of these. I'm sure I can just prove. I don't have to prove it to you guys. I just want to show you guys. The matte one, I probably really won't. Like, every now and again, I'll get oily in the T-zone. That's when I might use the matte one. Just like, just a shmick. Just a shmick. I love my makeup. My makeup looks still right now. It's pretty good. This is the luminous. The luminous is in my Shop My Stash right now. So I'm gonna try the luminous one, which is, you know, for glowiness. Pray God it doesn't break me out. But these three I haven't used. So this is one of the ones that aren't used yet. Now we're coming to, no, let me go to this one. I'm gonna skip that one for just like quickness. Okay, so for the last of like the Elf cannabis things, the Calm Balm, which is basically just like what it says, a balm for your lips. This is almost finished because I use this like almost every day. I used it when doing my makeup today. Just, you know, chapped lips. 10 out of 10. I didn't give those Elf products a ranking because I haven't used it yet. For me to rank it based on like if I would like it, then I don't know. The glow oil, 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. The trio, I'm not sure. Okay, so now we're going to get into this one. And this one I used today. Where are you? Right in front of me. This is the Norpor Blend Priming Water, Flower, Water, and Oil by Touch in Soul. So today, when I did my makeup, this is in, I should say this was in my Shop My Stash. But I'm taking it out of my Shop My Stash. Because when I did my makeup, I said, let me try this as a primer. I know I used the primer along with it, but I just put a little bit on my face, and it just felt, I was like, this is not gonna do anything, and I don't like how it feels on my face. And it, like, as soon as I put it on, I don't see anything. It's just, I'm like, is it like spraying water on your face, or like spraying like a primer on my face? Because like I have my NYX Bear With Me thing that can do that, and I like that a lot. And this I don't like, if you know what I mean. I don't like it. Even though I didn't like put it all over my face, I didn't like it, because as soon as I put it on, I was like, I don't feel like this is gonna So this I hate, and I don't like it. I'm not gonna use it. I took it out my Shop My Stash, and I'm replacing it with something else. I can't deal. So this is a 1. If we're going from 1 to 10, okay, I'm gonna give it a 2 because maybe it might add a little hydration to the skin. But this just says flower, water, and oil. It's a Korean thing. Maybe I may try this again, but for right now, I'm not gonna try this. Maybe in the future, but for right now, I'm not. It's coming out of my thing. I don't like it. It's gonna go back in my drawer. I'm not gonna use it. I don't want it. No, it's just Okay, this I'm talking about right now, I use a bunch. I'm gonna use this when I take off my makeup. It's the Clean It Zero Foam Cleanser by Vanilla Co. It's a whipped gel cream. My sister's obsessed with this. I found this at TJ Maxx. No, I found it at Marshalls. I remember. I found it at Marshalls with my brother, sister. Okay, I found this at Marshalls. And this is so good. Just wash your face, like water. Put this on foams up, and it's like really nice, and it gets your face nice and clean, and I just really love it. It's just really good. So this is a 10 out of 10. They have this at Ulta for like 20 something dollars, but I got it for $7 at Marshall's. I've been looking for it since, because my sister's like, can you find it for me at Marshall's? And I've been looking, can't find it. She saw it at Ulta a day, and I was like, you gonna get it? She's like, no, it's too expensive. And I was like, I looked for it for you in Ulta, told you. And my mom said just leave her, because like, I don't know. But yeah, love this cleanser. It's 10 out of 10 for sure. Should I go to that next? Let's continue with the makeup. Okay, so this one I've used, it's the Wet n Wild SpongeBob highlighter. The Wet n Wild in collaboration with SpongeBob and stuff. The only thing I wanted from that collection was this highlighter, which is beautiful. It has SpongeBob's face in it. If you guys can, yeah, there you go. SpongeBob's face in it. It's very gold color. People say it's a dupe for the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Trophy Wife. They say if that's too much for you, you can get this. I've seen the SpongeBob collection in like Harmon and stuff, but you only see like the sponges and the brush cleaner. You don't see the this highlighter anymore, so I don't know if it's not available anymore. But if you guys do find it, get your hands on it. It looks beautiful in any skin tone. So yeah, that's that. What's next? Okay, we got this. Oh, I love this. This is the that's 10 out of 10, the SpongeBob. Okay, this is the Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer, Vitamin C and Pro Vitamin B5 base. So this I used when I did my when I used my e.l.f. CC cream. Sorry if I'm stuck, guys. So yeah, this I give a 10 out of 10. I love it. I know they have the black one, which has no pore or something, the black packaging. They have a yellow one, and I know they have the mint one, which is like chill out. I want to try that one. I think it's like the e.l.f. mint melt, I think, something like that. But these things are only like $11, like $11-12 for one primer, and I'm like, ugh. But my mom got me this at Walmart, so I was like, thank you, mommy. So yeah, my mom got me this at Walmart, and I only bought this one because this is the one I was interested in as well, because, you know, dry skin illuminating primer. It really does illuminate. It gives this like nice glow to your skin, and you really see it when you put it on. So I love it. So this is a 10 out of 10. I hope and I wish that I'll be able to try the other primers, maybe, especially the chill out one, maybe, because maybe I think it's like almost like a calming, cooling thing. I like stuff like that. So that's that one. And then next we have, okay, these two I'm gonna do at the same time. Okay, so next we got some blushes. We have the Mora Sunflower Beauty Blush, and we have the Mora Fiery Lover Blush. So both these blushes I've used. I would give these both a 10 out of 10. This is the sunflower one. This is the sunflower one. I got these on sale at Harmon. This is beautiful. I mostly got it for this red shade. This yellow shade, I haven't used this shade at all. Really, like by itself I haven't used it, but I have mixed the two together, and it's very beautiful. I don't really see the need for the yellow one, really. I really don't. But I mixed the two. I think it softens up the red, maybe because when I use just the red, it's very pungent. But when I mix it with the yellow one, it makes it a little bit softer and easier to, like, you know, build up. So this is a 10 out of 10. Then Fiery Lover is beautiful. I love it. This one, you either side, or you can mix the both. They're very good for like natural looks, especially this side. This side is very good for my skin tone, both of them. But these are about 10 out of 10. I got these on sale. I paid like $3 for them because they were like 50% off. So yeah, it was rich. So 10 out of 10 for those. Then one more Moira thing. Then we have the Glow Me Hard highlighting palette by Moira Cosmetics. That was the sleeve. So this is the thing itself. You open it up, and then here are these are the 4 highlighters. Oh. At Harmon they had 2 different ones. They had one for like lighter skin tones, and this is one for like the medium to dark, I think, and it looked very good. You can see my finger swatches, but I've used these before. How many of these have I used? Some of them I mix, some of them I use by itself. I used Foreplay, Lap Dance, Something Lingerie, and Fetish. I know I've used these 3 before. Some of them I mix, some of them I use by myself. I haven't really dipped into this one, but these you can use as inner corner highlights. You can use it as like shimmer shadows. Of course, you can highlight itself. Very beautiful. Definitely recommend this. If you go to your local Harmon, they have more stuff or all in sale. They have all the dual blushes, they have the dual bronzers, they have this, they have loose powder, and they have some of their palettes as well. So yeah, boom baby. So I got lots of stuff baby. So that was that. Then we have of course, so this highlight I used today on myself as my highlighter. I mean, ooh, the fan got hit my eyeball. Ooh, but it's hot anyway. This is the highlight I used today, the Art Heart Revolution Tasty Apple. It's very beautiful. That's what I have on right now. You could always get it like a little bit different. This is what I use today, like to like put on the highlight. I don't know if it's like, see, look, more glow, more glow. Like this is, it can be subtle or it can be bright. Like, look, this doesn't accentuate anything. Like, I'm looking in my mirror, like it just gives this like from like a glow from within type of thing, because you can get it to like really blinding, but for me this is very subtle. Like it's very nice. It like mixes in good with the foundation and the blush and everything and the powders. So this is a very 10 out of 10. Oh, the Glow Me Hard from Moira, I give it an 8 out of 10, because some of the shades look kind of similar, but I still love it. But this is a 10 out of 10. It smells like apples too. It smells so good. They have the pineapple one, and people hate the pineapple one. Like hate the pineapple one. The pineapple one, they know that. I don't like the pineapple one. So that was the apple one. Next we have the Cream Shop Mon Sherry. And this is a blush in the shade French Kiss. I see that they only have 3 shades. I've seen the other one, I forgot what the other one was called. The other 2 are very light, and this is the only dark one that I see that matches, like that I can get away with, which is very pretty in French Kiss. This is very pretty. This is the blush that I used today on my like face. Where's my blush here? Oh. So my blush brush was clear, so this is what I use. So I'll like put a little bit more on for you, even though I set my makeup already. Look, that's it. And then I could just, it has a little subtleness to the cheeks. Like I've been obsessed with blush. Like this got me a little bit obsessed with blush. This and my Moira ones got me obsessed with blush a little bit. So now like I'm not really wanting to buy for my haul August. I'm trying to see if I can get more blushes and more highlights. No lie. I have some other things from the Cream Shop that look like this, but I'm not showing you got that in this video, guys, because that's gonna be an August haul. So yeah, some things I've had, but I decided to like chop it off and just leave those ones for August, because then it would be too much in July. So yeah. So I got that one out of the way. Now what do we got? We have this, then we have this. Okay. Did I talk about this? Lord, my dad showed me to talk about it. Yeah, I talk about it. No, I talk about it. So we got okay, good. So we got you, and you. So all 3 of these are in front of me. Good. So now back to e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer in the shade Sand. My sister got this for me. I got it from TJ Maxx. I have yet to use it, as you guys can see. I know they have these in different shades. I haven't seen many people talk about like this eye putty primer thing. The videos that I have seen, people say they like it. As you guys know, I mostly use my P. Louise bases. I mostly use Rumor Zero, but this I'm thinking would be a nice drugstore alternative for like when I do like warm looks, maybe, because this won't give me, because I don't think this will look nice with this eye color, like the colors on my eyes. It might not pop as well, but yeah, if I like this, I'm wondering if they have a shade in like a white shade. That'd be great. I don't know, I haven't done much research on this, but when I do get to use it, it'll probably be with a more warmer look or eyeshadow shade that will look good on top of it. So I have yet to use this. So when I do get to using it, I will tell you my thoughts on it. So next we have the Anastasia eye primer. I see a lot of people have this, especially on TikTok. I see people that I follow who do makeup, they use this a lot. This one is more of it's not white, but it's kind of like a creamy shade. I've used this a whole lot. The amount of times I use this, so I use this like 4 times in one day because I was trying to do a look, like an eyeshadow look, and I've seen people use this with bright eyeshadows, and I was like, I'm gonna try my best to get this. So I used this and the Rumor Zero and P. Louise, the white one, and I did them side by side trying to get the same. I was like, which one looks brighter, which one does look brighter? This is good. How I put this, it's good for colorful looks. Like this would have made it look nice, but for me it's a little bit hard to work with. So for me this is like a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Like it's not bad, trust me, it's great. Like I use this with a warm look, chef's kiss. It was good. It was good. I use this with some shades a little bit closer to my, and it was good. Colorful looks, it took a little bit more work. I'm fine with working with it, so it's fine. So 7 out of 10. I would recommend this. This my mom got off a website, and she didn't pay full price for it because I wanted to try this. Wait, my mom, oh wait, no, we have like a gift card or some shit. Oh yeah, I used this gift card to buy this off of a website. I forgot. 7 out of 10 for that. Next we have the e.l.f. highlighter in 24 karat gold. So this is what it looks like. I've used this before and it's gorgeous. When I go to Marshalls and TJ Maxx, I see this and I see white gold, and I always used to forget. I was like, which one do I have? Because I want to buy the same too. But now I know I don't have white gold. White gold is a little bit more, should I say it's more icy? It's not icy. It's called white gold, so it's a little bit more brighter, more, I think I could get away with it, but 24 karat gold is gorgeous, and I've used it a bunch. 10 out of 10 would recommend this. This was like $2 at, where they get it from? Marshalls. So yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we're gonna do these two. Okay, good. Let's get this. Let me get this. So moving on with e.l.f. So we have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop and the e.l.f. Mint Melt. This is a 10 out of 10. I love this. This makes your face sticky. It sounds weird. It makes it tacky, so everything will stay. Blends out very nicely. Doesn't accentuate anything on my face. I love it. 10 out of 10. I got both of these off the e.l.f. website earlier this year in March. Yeah, March is when I got this. Then we have the e.l.f. Mint Melt. So I use this instead of the priming water when I did my makeup in the last video, and I like it. Like when I used this the first time earlier this year, I remember I loved it. I used it today. I still love it, but I'm like, the cooling effect is there and like the tackiness is there, but I don't know if it made, I'm gonna tell you why. Don't worry, when we get to the foundation that I used today, I'll tell you why. But for right now, this is an 8 out of 10. Still love it, but I'm gonna have to try it a little bit more again. I've used the Jelly Pop more than this, honestly, so 8 out of 10 for now. Still love it, would recommend it, gonna keep using it. Good things to say. So next we have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. So this one I've used a bunch and I love it. Got it from Ulta earlier this, was it earlier this year? No, last month. But last month I got this, I think. But I love it. You know the No Filter foundation? I threw it away a while ago because I hate how it looks. I hate the concealer. It just, ugh. And I kept it for a while because I didn't know what shade I was going to be in this because I wanted to try it. But I'm in the shade Deep Dark 190W. Perfect match. So once I got this, I threw away the other one because, yeah. But this is one of my favorite ones. Like, it's just so good. Like, I really do love it. It doesn't accentuate anything. It's very full coverage for me. Like, you can get it for full coverage. I usually just use, like, one pump and I'm good for my whole face. But this is really good. So 10 out of 10 with that. Okay, so this one I'm gonna talk about. So this is the foundation I have on right now. The Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Foundation. Medium to full coverage. I'm in the shade 5S 10.5. So this is a perfect match for me. It's great. I don't know if you guys can see. I hope you guys can see. So it's really good. I swatched this when I got it because I got this off of eBay for $11. $11 off of eBay. As you guys know, when you're buying shades off the internet, it's kind of hard to match yourself. So I was gonna, but the good thing is that so far, thank God, so far, when I buy foundations, concealers, powders, anything face product wise, and I buy, 98% of the time I never get it wrong. I'm always good at it, because for me, most of my foundations, when I swatch them, how they look, the colors always look the same. Sometimes there was like minute differences, but they always look the same, always. And for some reason I was able to pick, they had swatches on eBay of the shades, and I was kind of contemplating between like 11 and 10.5, and I was like, I always look more, I know I have a cool undertone because of like the veins, but sometimes I don't know. But this is a cool foundation. I mean it's a cool tone foundation. So this is a 10 out of 10. This is my first impressions, because the one that I used before in my last video, I didn't like how it looked. So off camera, before I even started filming this video, I did my face makeup all over again. So I have a different foundation on, and I have a different primer on. I don't have the same e.l.f. one that I used in the last one, no. So this is the one I have on my face right now. First impressions, I love it. 10 out of 10. It didn't accentuate anything. I put powder, I put highlight and blush on my face. I sprayed my face as well to set it, and it looks great. Nothing looks out of place, anything doesn't look accentuated, and it looked pretty good from afar. I think up close, I think I look pretty good as well when I have the mirror in front of me. So this is a 10 out of 10 for me. So I'm glad I made this purchase, because I've been wanting it for a while now. So this is a new favorite. Okay, this one I haven't used yet. This is one of my new ones. In my haul for July, I don't have this foundation in there because I got it after that, but this is what I got from Walmart, and I've seen it like on YouTube and stuff and on Instagram. So I wanted to try the Uoma by Sharon C Beauty. It's the Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. So this is the one I have. Ooh, trying to find your shade is difficult. I mean, because they have blue cap, they have pink cap, they have this orange cap, and they have a yellow cap for different undertones. I got it in the shade T3? No, brown sugar T2. They have T1, T2, T2, T3, sugar something. Guys, I went on the their website to try and see, because you can use whatever foundation you have in your collection. They'll try to closely match it to this one, and I got T3 or whatever. But when I went in person and I saw them, I tried to go based off on the packaging and what I look like, so I was scared. So I got this one, brown sugar T2. I matched it on my chest, and I was scared, but when I mixed it in, it looked exactly the same as my chest. So because they say it's best to do it on your chest, not really your face, but I did it on my chest and my face, and it blended it very nicely, and it looked the same. So I was like, thank you. So I was very happy. So I haven't tried this yet, but I'm excited to try it. So this is the one that's gonna be put in my stash, that's gonna replace this one. I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. So this is the it's not a foundation. This is what I used in my last video. In my video that I did this on, I used the e.l.f. Mint Melt, and I used the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. That is what I used on my face. And guys, one side I did, and the other side, oh, I didn't try it, no, turn. Okay, good. So this side I did Beauty Blender, this side I had the brush. I'm not wearing this right now. I took it off after I finished the video, and I put on the Beauty Creations one because I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. It looked, everything was accentuated, everything bundled up on the side of my nose. And right now my face right now is like kind of a little bit bumpy and textured, and I know sometimes when I do my makeup my face looks like that, but when I put on foundation and I put on primer, the foundation doesn't usually accentuate how textured my skin looks. It doesn't, but this did, and I've been wanting to try it. So I don't know if it's because my skin looks textured, I don't know if it's because of the the e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer. I have no idea, but I only have X amount of days to return this thing, for real, for real. So, and when I looked at some of the reviews were like hair and it. So this, first impressions wise, is a 5 out of 10 for me, because I don't, first impression wise, I don't like it. Maybe it's because I maybe have to use a different primer with it or whatever, but most foundations that I have, I use any primer, they look great. This one I use my e.l.f. one, I don't know if the e.l.f. made it look better. So this I'm not liking right now, I'm sorry. And you know, I like some of the e.l.f. ColourPop's products. So next we have, okay, we got that and we have that. Okay, so you and you. Okay, so right now we have the something new, Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Powder in shade 15.0. So it's just 15, I guess. So this is what it looks like. Comes with a little sponge, this little thing. So that's what it looks like. So that's what I used today to powder my whole face. It looks good, looks great. It's not the same shade as my skin tone, honestly. I didn't know that it would look nice and all over powder. I thought I would only be able to use it under my eyes, but the more I use this, the more I'll see if I need a darker powder for my whole face, or if this is just great, because right now it kind of does match the rest of my face, like one shade. So I might not need it, which would be great. So for right now, 10 out of 10 with that. 10 out of 10 with that. And this, I just tried today. This is concealer I'm wearing right now. This I got good reviews on from the person I saw who used this, a person of color, and she said she really loves this. So yeah, this is the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite in the shade C13. Every time I go to Ulta, I can never find this one. They're out of this shade, and it's so and I found it in Long Island, like, when was it? The same month, but I found it. It had 2 shades left of C13, and I grabbed it, and I was like, you're not getting away from me again. It wasn't that expensive, and it's the bigger one. I used to have the Revolution one, the one with the pink, the little smaller one. That's the one I had at first, and I had bought 2 of those, but it made my under eyes dry after a while. So this one I used today, and I used my fingers to blend it out. Then I used my beauty blender, and it covered all the darkness I got. So this is 10 out of 10. Love it, would recommend it. I don't know, like, I don't know if, like, I'm gonna watch more people swatch it. I don't know if there's, like, I don't know if 12 or maybe, I don't know if this is like the only shade that would match me, or if there's like a different shade. But this for me is, it's good. I love it as much as my e.l.f. hydrating one, and I love it as much as my Milani one. So this is like chef's kiss. Love it. 10 out of 10. This one is like not new. I just this is the e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer in the shade Deep Olive. This is new in the sense I have a new shade. As you guys know, I have Deep Cinnamon, which I use, which is close to my skin tone, but I wanted something a little lighter, so I had gotten Deep Olive, which is more yellow and golden, and I love it. So I've used that before. So yeah, that was good. Okay, time for this one. All right, we're almost done, guys. Almost done. So this is the next one. It's the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 12. I had a hard time getting this open on my video, but it's golden, it's pretty. Had not used it, but when I get to using it, I'll tell you guys if I like it. This is in my stash right now, because I want to know the stuff I bought from Ulta. I want to know if I like them or not, if they work or not, because if they don't work, I'm taking them back. I'm not keeping them. So I'm keeping the Revolution. The tinted moisturizer Pretty Fresh from ColourPop is up in the air right now, because I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to try that again with one of my go-to primers that I know works with any foundation that I have, and if it still looks bad, it's going back. So when I use that, I'm gonna use this, because some people says it look dry and it's cracky and blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna see if I like it or not. If I don't like it, it's going back. If I like it, and if the shade is wrong, I'm gonna go get a different shade. You understand? Okay, good. So that was that. So next, I used this today to set my face. I didn't know it had a fragrance to it. The only reason why I got this was to make up the $15. I went to Ulta to buy a Pretty Fresh from ColourPop, and I couldn't use the coupon unless you use $15 or more. I saw this at the not sample of the, the front section when they have all like the little stuff. I saw this. I was like, oh, try it. I tried it today. I like it. 10 out of 10. It's fragrance. It added dewiness to my skin. Set it. It's good. Nothing bad to say about it. What else do we have? I got this from Marshalls like a couple days ago. It's a moisturizing rice serum. It's made in Japan. Locks in moisture, makes skin delicate, makes skin younger. Every drop is precious, makes skin water elasticity. I have used this. This is a new skincare product. I used it on my hand. Looks great. Based on my hand, it's pretty nice. I'll probably use this today maybe. And I'll update you on my thoughts in my next video. Well, when the video I do, then I'll update it. So that one I like. And then what I have for you, what I have now in front of me are also new from my haul, but I didn't get to show this in my haul, I think. This is by Absolute New York. This came in a pack, like a Ziploc pack. So we have the Modest Matte in Revealed. We have Lolita, which is a velvet lippy. We have a intense lip polish, which is in the shade Fancy Fuchsia. Then we have a glossy stain in the shade Fling. And these two are in my Shop My Stash. I didn't use them today, but that's in my Shop My Stash as well. And what I used on my lips today is this, which I got for my brother bought me this around like Black Friday, Christmas, I think. And today I just decided to put this on, and it's in my Shop My Stash, and it did not look that nice. So yeah, I just put a little bit more. Yeah, so it looks gorgeous. I'm loving it. So this was my whole 2021 thing. Of course, I'll probably get more stuff. Probably do an updated thing next year, or when I do another makeup collection. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. So bye.